In this video, I'm going to show you how to load up page templates to make this whole process a little easier. So whenever you add a new page, a blank page, Beaver Builder gives you some page templates by default. So let's go ahead and add a new one. Let's call this team page. We can publish it. Once we go to Page Builder, it's going to pop up our front end window, and then it's going to load up layout templates. So by default, these are all the Beaver Builder ones that come with it. There's different ones that you can choose from. Mostly they're just standard landing pages. They do have them broken down into categories here. So content page, photo portfolios in here, our team, our team, our team. So like, let's choose this our team page. When I click on that, it's going to go ahead and load up the entire thing full of modules and demo content. So if I do nothing here and just publish, my team page is going to look like that. Alright, so let's say I really like this layout, but obviously it doesn't match my colors. The font styles are not quite right, so I'm going to go back to Page Builder and I can start to modify this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this top row. I can come here and set this to use my default instead of what they had listed. We'll do font size default and leave that so that that looks a little bit more normal. This should already be, oh, they've got to change there, so we can change this back to our default as well. Default font size and so on. Oh, so that's a header that they did there. So we'll go back to this. And then it's already got these modules loaded up. So this is just a photo one. It's showing the caption of the photo on load. So when I pick my photo, I'm able to add a caption to that and it will show that there. Obviously this image doesn't exist other than the page template, but you can just swap them out. Do the same thing with all your headings and stuff here. Change the fonts if you want to, or you can keep using them. So you essentially can just load up the template, change some things around, put your content in there and publish, and you're done. So that's one way to get to page templates. Another way is one of the plugins we have is called Beaver Builder Ultimate Add-ons. And if you go to your dashboard, go to settings, and then go to UABB, you can load up more templates from their template cloud, which may not be available by default. So this is all the stuff that's available here. They've got it categorized: home pages, features and services, about. So let's say that I want, again, here's all the team pages. Let's do this one here. So we can preview it to see what it looks like. Cool, I know I've got a big picture that I can use in the background to replace that, so this looks good to me. I want to use it. So I would install it here, and then once it's installed into our template cloud through UABB settings, we can now go and load this when we create a new page. So let's go to our about, let's go to our page builder. As we load this up, we should get our templates. So here's the Beaver Builder ones by default. If we come up here, go to Template Cloud, we'll then see the one that we loaded up, which we can then get going here. And we can modify all this content to meet our needs, but at least we've got a nice clean layout to work out of to begin with. Same thing, publish and done. So that's how you load up page templates, and you can actually create and make your own as well, which this will be the last piece that I show you. I'm going to discard these changes, but let's say you wanted to create a default page template yourself to load up into all the pages. Let's use the blog list, for example, and the individual blog posts. So if I go back to the back end, go to Builder, which is Beaver Themer, and Theme Layouts, I can add a new theme layout for, let's say, my blog list. We'll call it blog archive because it will work with the category pages as well. It's a theme layout, and it's going to be the archive template. So as I add this, it's going to go ahead and give me some options. If I launch Page Builder, it loads up a default version of it. So it just says posts. Here's my default content that I uploaded earlier, and we can change the look and feel of this particular section. It's just using a posts module. So we're using the list, but we could do columns like this, masonry, which gives you the different heights if everything's a little different, gallery, which I believe is just the image, but let's go with the list like we had it, and that shows you pretty good. But then I want to hide my author, I want to hide my date, and I want to hide my comments. And so if I click that and publish, now all my blog archives will show up like this. But when I click on the post, it's still going to use the default Beaver Builder theme look. So if I want to modify this, I would do the same thing. Go back to my builder, add a new one. Let's call this individual. Theme layout singular. This also works for pages. We'll do it all singular, but we could say just posts or just pages, but we're going to go for posts and pages. Let's go ahead and launch Page Builder. It's going to give me another default little layout that it has that I can modify. So, you know, I don't want my big old author in here. We're going to get rid of this separator, get rid of this separator. I don't really want the navigation down there. I'll leave comments in there. We'll leave that in there. This is the post content. Cool. So that's that module there. And then up here, looks like we have a full width row with a background image. And this particular one is using the heading settings with a dynamic field. So for each one of these headings, you can choose any of these dynamic fields that WordPress offers. So right here, we're using post title. So regardless of what page shows up, it's going to pull in the post title. So let's just leave this one as it is. I think that's good. It looks like it's using the featured image as a background there. So then if I go back to my blog, which I don't have listed here, let's just create a page for it. Let's go ahead and add it to our menu. Now when we visit our blog, we should see our archive layout. Yep, that's a page template that we made, and then this should be the page template that we created here. All right, there you go. That's page templates.